All right, who's going to call this sucker?
If nobody has any objections, I believe I might be of service.
I am the Metatron.
David Bowie.
Brock Samson. It's been a while.
Not long enough. You're lucky I don't kill you right here after what you pulled in Berlin.
You remind me of the Babe.
What babe?
Babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo. You do. Remind me of the Babe.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I think you ought to know I'm feeling very depressed.
Well, we have something that should take your mind off things.
All right, what's up, nerds? Welcome to the latest episode of Nerds with Attitude. I am Kevin, and we have the full group here today. Starting to my right, we're going to go around. Introduce yourselves.
Brian B.
Giovanni.
What's up, Gio?
Hey, how's it going?
Ruben.
Wow, Ruben, you sound super stoked to be here today. Oh, Ruben.
Scott.
And as always, Migs.
Oh, we can't get rid of this guy.
Never.
So let's jump right in. We got tons and tons of news to talk about today. First, we're going to start off with just a quick update on the G.I. Joe subscription service, the 4.0. Any guys here in the room doing the 4.0 subscription?
Nope.
Not this year.
Ruben is.
I
am.
No.
Gio's not. Brian doesn't.
He doesn't joke.
Robert, we got Robert hanging out in the background.
I have a
Gerald, did you?
I have several G.I. Joe t-shirts.
Gerald did. All right, so a couple of us here in the room all are doing that. They had to send back the original order for errors, so the boat from China, literally the boat from China, is on its way to the port right now, and they say, they'll be coming soon, but we know how long it takes to get things through the port and then sorted and shipped. All right, so anyway, so the boat's coming from China. It was delayed, but that's going to take a while to get through customs and then shipped out to everybody. So we're guessing probably like March or April on those. So good luck with
of next year.
G.I. Joe 4.0.
After the clubs close down.
Right.
So let's talk about somebody who is able to deliver, even though they're taking forever on the G.I. Joe stuff, is the Loyal Subjects. Mm-hmm. They just introduced, they are putting out some He-Man.
I know Andrew's excited about this one.
Anybody other than Andrew who's not here excited about He-Man?
Nope.
Gerald's excited.
Gerald, who is not mic'd.
Gerald, go ahead and yell from the background. That's Gerald. He's excited. Looks like we got the normal cast of all the regular ones like Skeletor, He-Man, Triclops,
Man-at-Arms.
Actually, looking at them though, even though I'm not a He-Man fan, they're really cool looking.
They're cool little figures. I'm totally down.
And that's the thing with the Loyal Subjects. They're keeping it classic to what the figures actually should be, and they're representing our childhood from the 80s.
I agree.
Yeah. They look great.
Pause.
No, I was letting you finish. They got what are they, like 8-point articulation, and they're sculpted really nice. They're so much better than sort of their pop vinyl style.
It's just that blind bag bullshit. I just can't do blind bag bullshit.
So here's what I'm going to push. So for all of our listeners, we'll put up an email to Loyal Subjects if we can find it. Start emailing them that you don't like blind box.
Yeah.
If you don't like blind box. If you do like blind box, email them anyway. Tell them that you don't like blind box.
I'd probably be more interested in the figures if they had more points of articulation. I mean, I feel like we're still stuck in the past.
Yeah.
It's pretty good for small figures to have as many points as they do.
And that's the thing.
They're not like action figures; they're collectibles. So it's like
they look fantastic, except for that blind box thing. Yeah, I'm wondering if show me what I'm fucking buying, and then we're good.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I'm wondering if Skunk Ore is going to smell like musk oil.
Oh, that'd be cool. Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff.
Does Man-at-Arms have the mustache or no?
He does. He had a big old burly mustache.
Well, there we go.
The trap jaw.
I think it'd be kind of cool. I don't know if it's just me or not, but I thought I saw like a flocked Beastman. If there was like a variant, possibly.
Because they do like what do they call them, chase figures or something like that, where 1 in 48 is going to be a special one that you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
What?
But you're not already going to know what it is anyway because then fucking blind box.
Because then I got to buy 100 blind boxes to get 5 He-Mans and anyways.
If you get any extra He-Man or Skeletor, I might even get those.
The sad part is I want to buy this stuff. I want to give them my money, but I'm going aftermarket because I'm not going to pay the money up front for the blind box for something I'm not going to. I want to get what I want.
What's the retail on them?
I think they usually go for what, $11.99.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's I'm down. That's actually
$14.99.
You
can
breaker.
15.
Between 10 and 15.
Oh my
between 10 and 15
Those,
for these.
those look like the Ninja Turtle figures that came
A
out.
bit much.
That's
Yes.
actually those are pretty cool. I like those.
They're exactly, and the GI Joe ones that are going to eventually come out have that exact same design and articulation to them.
Oh, okay.
What I like those the GI Joe is they're doing play sets and vehicles to go with them, which they aren't doing with other figures.
I think they might do them with these as well.
If it's G.I. Joe, I might do.
Yeah, they're doing the Vamp, they're doing the Watchtower.
The Hiss.
And, no, not the Hiss.
No?
They're doing the Fang helicopter.
Okay.
But they're in sort of that cartoony style and scaled so that these figures can put them. And I saw a mock-up on it.
Yeah, are those blind boxed also, or
They better
Most
not be.
likely.
I mean, fucking hell, man.
They have like a million snake eyes.
Yeah, but somebody showed a mock-up on one of the Facebook pages, and the 4-inch figures actually fit in it.
That's cool.
Well, because you figure these are about 3 inches tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're built big and open for these figures to go in them. So.
And you know the majority of them are all going to be fake ore anyway. It's just going to be like, damn it, another fake
Yeah.
ore.
Yeah, you can't really troop build He-Man figures. You get a whole like squadron of
Trap chomps.
this guy
Blue and pink figures.
Falcon face
Stratos.
Stratos. Then you got Lockjaw, right?
Trap jaw.
Evelyn.
Jesus.
Evil Lynn.
Yeah, Evelyn.
Now you're just fucking with everybody.
Well, that's already Evil Lynn. Evelyn.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Anyway. All right.
And Steve Ator.
Steve Vitor.
Then you got the one guy with just one big arm on one side. He's called Strokor.
Fisto.
So, also coming out that's been released is the Wayland Yutani Commando figure from.
Yeah, these things look pretty great.
Now, tell me about this because he looks like he's wearing like one of those canine police enforcer training padded suits.
It's their futuristic looking back in the early 90s, late 80s when they did. I think this was Aliens.
Alien 3.
Three?
Yeah, that was whenever they were coming to kill Ripley.
Yeah, this was
Or
their
take
like
Ripley.
sanitation unit almost look. You know, it's like
I mean, I do like
pretty
the head and neck design where it's definitely like keep the face hugger off.
yeah.
But the rest of it's just kind of like I don't
How many
know.
points of articulation?
The usual that NECA has. You got the neck ball joint, the hip, knee, feet, arms, wrists. I think that's about the swivel wrist and
The
Swivel whisk?
swivel wrist.
Twist. So yeah, who in the group collects the alien stuff? Is that
I have some.
Andrew does the aliens. I know. I do the predators. He does the aliens.
Gio? You've got the alien stuff.
I
What
got
do
the
you
alien.
think of these NECA?
That's pretty cool. Looks the detail looks it's amazing. Articulation looks nice. Nice sculpt on it. Paint
But-
application so far.
What does
looks
it
great.
usually sell for? Like $20 or something like that?
Yeah, about 1999.
21.99.
All right. So same as doing like a
Legends.
6-inch, Legends figures and stuff like that. So, also in new toy news, no big surprise here is the next wave of Star Wars toys that have been released, and you've got your 5-point articulation ones. Where you've got the old Admiral Akbar.
Yep.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
And he's got the movable mouth.
So he's sun dried.
Does he? You can't really tell from the phone. Does his mouth move?
As far as I've seen some pictures yesterday, and
That's
his
super
mouth
weird.
moves, and it's really weird looking inside too. It's just this giant joint in the back of his throat.
Well, you know what I bet they
Fucking
did
pest
was make
dispenser.
the bottom of his jaw.
That's what it looks like. People were joking about the fact.
Well,
that
looking
like
at
a
here,
pest
his jaw looks like it's molded to his chest,
Uh-huh.
and then the rest of his head's on the ball joint.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna look so weird.
Absolutely.
You've got the other Inquisitor with the flying saucer hat from
that
the
fifth brother.
Rebels.
Fifth brother.
Yeah, fifth brother. Some guard.
Was it Lao Chi? What's his name?
No, that's Indiana Jones.
This
This
is-
is this is the
Tassu
So is
Leech.
Is this
Tassu
a
Leech,
background
yeah.
character?
no. He was the one that got on the plane after the Guavian Death Gang came on, and
He was the other
Oh,
guys.
the
yeah,
other.
to-
Okay.
side,
Okay.
fighting that Han owed money to.
the little freaks.
So yeah, you got those, but then you've also got more. You've got like the new Poe. Brian? You just got the Poe today, right?
No, I got Ray.
Ray. Sorry, I keep wanting to call Ray Poe. I don't know why. Ray Poe.
Rapo man.
I've only seen the movie twice. I'm not doing my due nerd diligence to really memorize all these new names yet.
7 for me, so just ask.
7, really?
7.
Yeah,
I've
I was
only
at
got 3 under my belt.
6. I was at 6, and then I asked Julie where she wanted to go for a movie, and she said, "I just want to see Star Wars."
Because she's
again."
a good wife.
She's a great wife.
But you can get Ray's blaster, Ray's lightsaber, which is just Anakin's lightsaber again. These weird little statue things. What I like is you can get Finn with the removable helmet.
Yeah.
And he's got the blood streaks on it.
Just got the 6-inch of that figure, and that is a cool figure.
And he's molded sweaty too. He's nice and sweaty. So
Sweaty.
Actually, the package comes wet.
wet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just
It's
moist.
nice and damp.
It's all like
It's all
steamy on the
Vaselined
inside
up.
of the plastic.
That man sweats more than anybody else in any movie I think I've ever seen.
Well, he's on a desert planet. I mean,
know.
it's
But every scene, even whenever he's on Takadana or any of the other planets, he's sweaty. It's like, ah.
You know it's snowing, right? Why are you still sweating?
Unkar Plutt. Am I saying
Excuse
that?
you?
Unkar Plutt, the TIE fighter pilot, First Order. Which I gotta ask you guys a question. They keep painting like on the Black Series and again on this the small 3 3/4. They're doing the helmet with 2 red stripes on it.
Okay.
My theory is that was just lighting reflection from because their windows are red on those fighters. I'm thinking in the movie where you see that red on his helmet, that's just light reflection. He doesn't actually have paint on his helmet.
No, he does have paint on his helmet.
'Cause
I've
I
got the
don't-
visual dictionary. It's got paint on the helmet.
Do they show stills from the movie with paint on his helmet?
Outside of
just-
the cockpit.
Yeah.
They just show a picture of the
visual
character.
dictionary.
Yeah.
And they're actually blue, not red. So I don't know. I'm confused.
Then you've got Black Series Old Han,
Yes.
Gray Bush.
Grandpa.
Want that.
Then you've got the Black Series Finn with the removable and Stormtrooper.
Got that one.
Did Han have the lightsaber attachment figure or accessory?
It doesn't show in this.
Not yet.
Spoiler.
But oh god, there's going to be
If
so
you haven't
many.
seen it by now, oh fuck you.
Oh, exactly.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I was like, when did he have a lightsaber in the
Wah, wah.
movie?
Oh, that's right.
Wow, you are behind today, aren't you?
I'm sorry. Kylo's like, here, hold this.
Dad.
And
Happy Father's Day.
now, I haven't met any in person, but I know a lot of people on the internet were claiming, where's Rey? Where's all the girl? Actually, there's so much Rey stuff coming out now. That did that bother any of you? You've got daughters.
You know what? It didn't bother me too. It bothered me for me because I was like, she's supposed to be a pivotal character in this first new series of the movies, but you barely saw her. You saw it was almost like when G.I. Joe came out with the 25th series and then the POC series where it was Duke, Snake Eyes, and Cobra Commander.
Yes.
Like 50 million of those.
Yep.
And then, oh, look, there's one Scarlet. Or there's one Baroness,
Lady J, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm glad they're finally releasing more of the post stuff. I think they kind of just did it as a... See,
Right.
thanks.
No, you did it.
Thanks, Kevin.
Now, did you guys see the report yesterday where they were claiming Hasbro was claiming that Disney gave them the order to go light on Rey?
I believe it.
Yeah,
Because historically, boys don't buy female action figures
they
and
haven't
female
had one
toys.
that kicked ass.
Not
like
unless
this.
they have a slave outfit on. I mean, why
Well, you
would
know
I
what?
bother?
Well,
They
that's a
took that
different
away.
boy buying that.
Like I've said, I have no problem with the movie franchise being bought by Disney, things like that. But it's Disney's way of thinking. Okay, I see why they wanted to hold her back. More of...
At
I
least
think
with the
they-
lightsaber.
Which one?
The Rey. They
Oh,
held her
okay.
back with the lightsaber.
The one
that
with the
makes
light.
Yeah, they just
I mean,
wanna-
that was a spoiler toy right there.
Right.
Okay, but I can see them trying to make her more of a princess instead of like, okay, she kicked ass. She was one of the ones that kicked ass more than any of the other guys in the movie.
Absolutely.
So I think nowadays the boys would, oh, I want that Rey figure because that was a kick-ass figure.
I just got the Rey figure, and I'm like totally stoked about it. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
We'll
almost
unbox it later.
it's almost this
We'll get
old
into
man
Rey's
mentality
box.
thinking of, oh, girls and boys and the toys, and I don't want to get into that, but it's that old way of thinking that they got to start getting out of
Yeah.
what production should be for this and what production should be for that for toy releases.
Give it another decade or so. It'll
here's
work
another-
that
I
way.
think they will learn from. I hope they would learn from this mistake and actually
possible.
in the future do.
I really think
do right by us.
because there was outcry from no Black Widow stuff after
Right.
the last Avengers movies. I really think by the time we get to the end of this next Star Wars trilogy, there's going to be a shift in what toys are sold, because I
hope so.
really think that Star Wars is going to lead with strong female
Yeah.
lead characters. So
Well, have any of you guys had any luck finding a Wonder Woman figure? I mean, for Batman
I've
versus
seen
Superman.
the cheapies. That's
true.
about it.
Yeah.
Not the
I
good
haven't-
figures.
seen the
You saw the
$20
one at
ones.
my house
Yeah.
because I've found one on a shelf by
Because I think if
accident.
there's for every box of 8 figures, you're only getting one
Yeah. It's just
Wonder
one.
Woman, and the rest are all Batman, Superman. So.
Yeah, and Wonder Woman, she kicks ass.
Same thing with the Joker. I don't see that Joker either.
I've seen the Joker.
I
We're
have-
talking
more than
women
once.
empowerment, you son of a bitch.
No, I know, but
Yes,
I'm just saying
we're
from
a
that-
bunch
from
of
that
men,
way.
and we're
This is
talking-
why we need feminism.
All right, moving on. Still talk about Star Wars toys because it fucking never ends. Scott, you had a strong opinion. These buildable figures that are $20. They stand about 8 or 10 inches tall, and they're.
Oh yeah. The
What-
Lego.
Have you
ones.
guys seen these? Anybody buy these and actually get them open?
My godson has a couple, and he loves Lego. He
Yeah.
and his dad, they buy all the Lego sets. They put everything together. He fucking hated these things because they kept pinching his fingers, and then in just the construction.
Kind of hard
And then they
for
wouldn't
little kids to put together.
Yeah, they wouldn't stand upright, and he just said these look dumb.
Well,
So-
I did see. I was at a store and somebody else had opened up a package, and I was like, "Well, I'm going to see what these are." And they just kind of look like Connects, kind of
Yeah, they got that
pieces.
ball
Are they
type
the
thing.
Like Bionicles.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Are they modeled after Bionicles?
Probably,
Very similar.
but I do like they actually the ones like Captain Phasma and Kylo Ren. They actually come with real cloth, like capes and accessories.
Okay.
So like if you see the picture, like that's not just like a plastic thing that snaps on them. They actually have like Phasma had like a really nice double layer like thick cape that
Okay.
hung off, and that was the package that was open. I was like, that was kind of a surprise. So.
The only one that I'm really interested is the General Grievous. That one looks
That does
actually
look
pretty
nice.
sick.
that kind of a character though
and that
lends
makes
itself.
Yeah,
to
it
this.
lends
Right,
it to
anything
that
that's
type
a
of
robot.
That type of robotic.
Yeah.
So along with the buildings,
The Ray looks horrible.
yeah. So
She's
you've
knock-kneed.
with the building sets, you've got the Rebel troop transport for Lego, and you've got some of these little mini sets, like the Rebel
I like
pilot,
the mini
Rebel
sets.
X.
The mini
You
vehicles?
know what? The little mini AT-AT that's like $5 or $6
Yeah.
is adorable. I don't know what there's just something about it that I love.
You
And
want to
then
get a little fish bowl, dish bowl, and feed it every night, you know?
Yeah, take it for walks. Then you've got they're like little AT-AT puppies. If you were to put it with the actual big size one, then you've got the Battle of Takota,
Takadana.
whatever.
Bless you.
No, right here this says Takota.
Takadana.
All right, well, anyways, it's,
Maz Kanata's
You say
castle
potato, I
and
say
Takadana.
potato.
that's a mouthful.
Yeah.
He's got the book with all the
With the stuff.
stuff. In
I
it,
read
so.
the book. Yeah.
He has a visual
Seen the movies.
dictionary.
He's the
Got
nerd
the visual
expert.
dictionary. I am the Star Wars nerd expert. Yes.
And then more like Matchbox cars, old Chewie and stuff like that. It's more the Galactic Heroes, which I really dig.
Those
Brian,
are
you were-
awesome. Yeah, my son got some for Christmas, and they're I love them.
Yeah,
I make
they-
sure he puts them in a special place in his room so they don't get lost.
They actually have a little bit of posability to them, which kind of surprised me because they did the G.I. Joe combat heroes where they have like shoulder joints that do nothing.
Yeah.
And that's it. But these are pretty cool. It would be something if I were a kid today, I'd collect them. And then for some reason, it's a Star Wars
The nesting
nesting doll because that's what all the kids, for all
Absolutely.
our Russian listeners,
Duh.
so, anything you guys are particularly on the hunt for toy-wise for the Star Wars stuff that's out?
6-inch figures.
Yep.
Just trying to find the old 6-inch.
Second that right over here.
Me too.
Size doesn't matter to me. I'm looking for the smaller ones.
Right.
You don't even like Star
Yeah,
Wars.
man. Yeah.
Hey, it's your fault. It's Kevin's
my
fault,
fault.
actually.
Everybody
He showed me
knows I
that.
like the 6
he showed me
inches.
that Poe that he got from the Black Series.
Yeah. That's
So
a
now
great
I
figure.
want that Poe. I want one Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what was
Army
it?
Builders,
The
can you
Ray?
knock that shit off? Because I want one Stormtrooper also, and they are nowhere to be found. Hopefully,
If
they
you're a fan, send us each one, please.
Did
Care
anybody
of
get
donation.
Right.
Yeah, we'll send you a prize. Prizes in there.
I got
As long as
stickers.
it's not going to.
Yes, Continental U.S. only. Sorry, Abush. What's that his name? No. I'm saying his name wrong. You know who you are, and we love that you participate so much on the webpage. Speaking of the webpage, it's on Facebook at Nerds with Attitude, and you should drop us a line, tell us what you collect and what you are looking for and what you like.
Join us.
Not that we're going to send it to you, but you know.
Abresh? Is that it? I'm trying. I'm butchering your name. I apologize.
We
I'm gonna move on.
apologize. We don't know how to pronounce it.
Well, I'm also going from memory, and I suck. So, Marvel is putting out their comic book 2-packs again with the 4-inch figures. What do you guys think about that?
Excited.
Interesting on the lineup they got.
Yeah, they got Sam Wilson in sort of the Cap outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
They're doing
like
the
it.
Falcon and the female Thor. So.
Are those nicely articulated like they were
Yeah,
back in the
yeah,
day?
yeah. They should be
Okay,
the
cool.
same.
Is that the Thor figure?
Like Black Series and
Jane
Series. So.
Foster.
Yeah, the Jane Foster.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't fucking care. I don't care.
It'd be nice if
It's
they
been
would-
out for a while. If you didn't know, you're under a rock.
Too late.
And then which version of Thor is this? And is that his comic?
It looks
version?
like
Anybody know what version of Thor that is? If that's, I hope these are a mock-up because the head sculpt
Ragnarok one?
looks fucking terrible.
The Ragnarok.
Yeah,
It
it's the
looks like it,
Ragnarok.
Gio's trying to unplug our entire setup here.
Saboteur!
Traitor!
So yeah, those will be out a little bit later in the spring, I believe, and we'll look forward to those.
That Sam Wilson figure looks badass.
Again, the head sculpt looks really shitty, but I like him in the Captain America cover.
We need a
You know why-
6-inch one.
You know why the head sculpts look shitty is because the paint application on these, and hopefully the production doesn't look like it, is the paint's laid on thick, like when they release
Well,
them.
yeah, these are definitely the paint mock-ups that these pictures come from.
But you never know because when we got a Rise of Cobra figures, look at how heavy those thick paints were on those molds. You had no definitions on them. It just looked like a big blob of paint, a couple eyes, and a slit for a mouth.
Have you noticed that they only paint, like they use a lot of paint on the front of the figure except the back?
Uh-huh.
Like with the Build-A-Figure for Ultron.
Oh, yeah.
It had terrible paint apps.
It's really dull in the back,
Yeah.
the color.
Well, these will be out in February, and I actually skipped over what we were talking about. Legos
Can't wait for that.
The new giant Lego set for the adult collector is the Batman 66 Batcave set.
Very nice.
Now, it's 2,526 pieces, includes 9 minifigures, and Gerald's excited.
Rock on, Gerald.
And it's going to retail for $270.
Jeez.
I'm out.
Pricey.
But I mean, it's pretty cool. It comes with the Bat helicopter, the classic Batmobile. There's even an upper level where of a stately Wayne Manor. And
Look at our Batman cheerleader over there.
At least it's cheaper than Ghostbusters Firehouse. That thing's $350.
Oh,
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Well, it's bigger. It's more pieces.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, it opens up. It's got all the different levels on it and stuff. But so Gerald's gonna pick this up. Anybody else gonna even attempt or
Nope.
Ruben's
Oh,
gonna get
hell
it.
no.
I got no room
Ruben,
for
I've
it.
seen your toy room. Where do you do Legos?
Where is the space?
Where do you put them? Because I don't remember seeing them down with all the GI Joe and all
In
the
places.
The 80s.
Still in the
Wonderland.
original package.
Hiding with his dirty books.
Pretty much.
Well, when you get it, you need to post up some progress pics as you guys are building those. So check that out. Those are coming out pretty soon, March. That you should be able to pick those up.
Did anybody pick up the Lego, any Star Wars Legos from the new movie?
No.
No sets?
I did one. I don't really do Lego. I buy some of Austin's G1er stuff. Well, let's talk about him real fast to give Austin a shout out. He just put out his pre-order for his whale and
Amazing.
manta. And the manta, with the sale on that, he actually went and had somebody do custom printing that matches the classic for that. It's because the Lego didn't actually have a matching piece.
Yeah.
So that's his first custom piece made to go with his Lego set. So those are on pre-order. We'll have a link for that. The whale is $99 and it's extremely limited and almost sold out already. So if you want one, jump on it. So Lego sets, I picked up one. I like that they're doing troop builders. They have the little troop
2-pack?
No, they had like a troop transport that came with 4 stormtroopers.
Oh, yeah, that one looks
things
pretty
like
sick.
that. And I
It
was
came
like,
with that many?
yeah.
Wow.
So
Those are nice.
I'm really enjoying that they're like giving you more of sort of these kind of troops
Yeah.
and a little vehicle to kind of go with them. They do one where it's like dark Imperial Guards.
Yeah, the 3-pack, it's like, with
There's
the little
2
ship.
Imperial Guards and like 2, they're like gunmetal gray stormtroopers that look pretty good. I might actually get that one just because the stormtroopers look kind of cool.
Yeah, the Stormtroopers.
It comes with like a speeder bike or something.
Yeah.
Every time I walk the aisles at Toys R Us or Target, I always look at the Legos and I just drool over them. I want them, but I have no room for them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I like the build. I really enjoy putting them together, but then I put them on display and they just kind of get dusty. And so
Yeah.
I really try and limit how many I buy because also they take up a space, and I'm running out of space. So let's transition. Let's talk about movies.
Movies, all right.
So it's January. We're in for quite another year of nerd movies coming out with Batman, Superman, the court case, Batman v Superman. I think one of them sues the other one.
Dawn of Justice.
One of them was, put up for 18 years, wrongly accused, and then put in.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And then you got
Special Victims Unit.
Special victim.
You've got a Star Wars movie this summer. You've got a Captain America movie this summer.
Star Wars is in
Deadpool's
December.
next month. Rogue One is this summer.
December.
It got moved to December.
Rogue One got moved also.
Rogue One has always been in December.
Been
So they're-
1 year.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's actually on our list to talk about. So let's talk about that first. Star Wars Episode 8 got its release date of December 15th.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
But now Scott is breaking news.
I'm not breaking news
to me.
He's correcting you.
Yeah, Rogue One has always been in
It's
December.
always been in December.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then I think my confusion was that Star Wars 8 was going to be in the summer.
Yeah.
So they were just going to, every 6 months. That seems weird to put them both out at the same time.
Well, Disney decided that, hey, look, we put a movie out in December and it made lots of money.
So they're going to put 2 movies out in December?
No. This upcoming
this is a
December
year.
is
This
Rogue
is
One. A
17.
year
And
from
the
this
following
December is
December is now going to be
Dude,
the release
that
date.
sucks.
There's a thing called a calendar, Kevin.
I'm
and we go by month and
I'm
year.
super high. Ignore me.
I think
It's
we
all-
all are after that coffee cake.
You know what
coffee
it
cake
is?
and the beer.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yes. It's Miguel's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Yeah.
Arriba! He's 87.
Oh, boy.
That's all getting cut out because that is peaking and destroying my eardrums.
Sorry, we destroyed your eardrum.
Yeah, look at those wave signs on that recording. That's just all.
happiness. That's happiness.
So, anyways, it's Miguel's birthday, and we filled him full of beer and sweets and pizza and stuff like that. So, I see where the error is. I accidentally typed that Star Wars 8 is coming out December 15th of 2017.
He has a problem with dates and
no, that
numbering
is
episodes.
that is true. What? I don't know where. We're going to move on before I embarrass the shit out of myself anymore. I don't know where I am or what year it is.
There's a couple of reasons for the delay in Star Wars. Number one, they haven't even started filming it yet. And to think that they were going to put it, if they thought they were going to start filming it and then put it out next May,
They can do it if they wanted to.
They could, but God only knows
It's not
what
like
we'd
they
end up
can't
with.
throw money in.
They didn't do
at it.
this whole you film episode 1, episode 2 together, and then
Right.
they didn't do that.
No, they're all 3 individual.
And there's a current rumor going that they wanted to do a rewrite on the script because of the reaction to Poe, Rey, and Finn, that they wanted to bump up their
Involvement.
involvement in the movie because
Really?
I guess they were going to focus on some new characters, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Why would you do that?
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's Disney, they could do whatever they want.
It's
Yeah.
Lucasfilm and Disney, but yeah.
All right.
Kathleen Kennedy
I
is
hate
still in
Disney,
charge.
I'm sorry.
I know, but Kathleen Kennedy is still in charge of the Star Wars films. So you got to
Okay.
give that woman props, man. E.T., Indiana Jones, she's produced all of that shit.
She's been there from the beginning.
Yeah, she's incredible. So
She's a hack. Wonder Woman, her movie, they dropped the trailer for that.
Did you guys see that? Any of you guys see that?
Yeah.
it looks
Great.
incredible.
Fantastic.
You know,
Way to
honestly,
go.
out of all these, I'm excited to see that one from all their DC lineup.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean,
It's a long time coming.
We've had the Green Lantern movies. We've
Shitty
had
movie.
the Batman, the Superman.
Yes.
Finally, we're getting Wonder Woman. Okay, not only is she one of the first DC superheroes, but it's almost like they're doing her justice finally, without
But
that stupid pun. Yeah,
She's pretty hot.
but I mean, setting it back in World War I when we first see her, that's an awesome idea.
Yep.
I mean,
Agreed.
number one, any other show, any other movie that you kind of go, it's always World War II, and
Yep.
you
Like
know,
Captain
ahead.
America.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I
it was
don't-
the golden age of comics in that time period. So
exactly. I mean, just seeing that image of her. Spoiler: if you didn't see it on TV,
It's in the trailer. It's not a spoiler.
Okay, good. Her running in through that horse, through that field of the doughboys.
She ran through the
ran through a
horse.
horse?
I'm drunk on
disgusting.
coffee cake.
I
Okay,
didn't see this trailer.
It's like
I got the Red Band trailer. But no, just seeing that iconic image of her in her warrior outfit, running down that. I don't know if it was like Savannah field of trees or wherever they were, and just cutting through these doughboys was just like, wow, I really want to see that. I mean,
And then her in her disguise and everything. She
Yeah,
looked
I mean,
great.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Scott and I were agreeing a little bit earlier about how well Captain America, the first one,
Avenger.
worked, being set in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, it was directed by Joe Johnson, who did Rocketeer as well.
Yes.
So I mean, he's really good in that
that time
those
period.
type periods. Yeah. Time
No,
periods.
I mean it's looking pretty good. I think it'll work pretty well. I'm more
down.
excited
I'm down.
for it than I am Batman v Superman.
And the Suicide Squad put together.
Yeah, Suicide Squad's just not.
So
not,
you guys saw the trailer for the Suicide Squad? I did not.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Give
It's
me
an
your
excited,
acid
not
trip
excited
and
at
a
all.
half. That's pretty much what
Great
it is.
music.
Like,
Yeah, no kidding.
There are certain moments and the whole thing about, they kind of explained, if you watched, I don't know if it was the day before or the day after, when they did the WB special with Kevin Smith, and they were kind of explaining
Right.
that everybody's assuming the Joker is a big part of this suicide.
I doubt that. I think he'll be a small part.
Yeah,
I think he's their target.
He's the antagonist from what it looks like and what it sounds like.
okay.
Is he'll be the antagonist.
That laugh though, I gotta give it props. That Joker laugh that he has.
That was good.
That was pretty awesome.
I'll check it out. I'm super turned off by Jared Leto. I can't stand him.
I've
as,
met him.
Margot
He's a
Robbie
dick.
turned
as
me
a
on,
person,
so that's about
actor, singer. I can't stand him. So
Yeah, no,
well, I was
he's
not happy to hear that he got cast.
Yeah, he's a dick.
So-
He is such
I
an
think they
ass.
could have gone a little different way with the Joker. I mean, he looks too the SL Punk. Damn, what the hell's that movie?
SLC Punk.
There we go. Yeah, I'm tongue
You're
tied here.
most of the way there.
Yeah, see.
It was like Matthew Lillard
Salt
as a
Lake
punk.
City.
Yeah, it's got that vibe to it, you know, and it's like that's not really Joker.
I'm
I mean,
I'm not a fan of all the tats, the face
Yeah,
tats
I mean-
especially.
I
It's
don't like the
whatever.
tattoos either.
Yeah,
How about Cloverfield 10?
fuck
Oh
it.
God, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off.
What is that about?
The-
I'm not sure yet.
It's kind of. Ugh.
I didn't catch Cloverfield 2 through 9, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. Was that like a web series or something? Or
Cloverfield X.
it was like when Bill Cosby did that Leonard Part 6. I didn't see the first 5. I don't know what's going on.
He drugged you and you were.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
He roofied you and you
I
just
slept through the
him.
first
He
5.
showed you that ostrich, and then he drugged you from behind.
Jesus.
check your cornhole, bro.
So Cloverfield 10, it appears that John Goodman's, for their own good, holding a couple captive in a bomb shelter, and then one of them tries to go outside and realizes why. That's where the trailer cuts off. What do you think? They're just going to be fighting monsters?
I think I would
haven't
have
even
rather
seen
seen it as
Well,
a horror movie. I mean, that
The
was kind of
tagline
fun
says,
there.
"Not all monsters are outside."
Yeah,
or
so
something like
I
that.
think it's
So
probably
like
going
it's
to be
gonna
the
one of
whole
these
deal with
psychological
them
thrillers.
inside.
As long as it's not 100% shaky cam like the last time.
No, no
Yeah,
shaky
I
cam
had
this
to
time around.
I had to
Well,
pause it several times. and I'm
To
like,
go
ah.
throw up. Take some
Yeah.
Dramamine.
Yeah.
I read this post on Edit that they actually did a preview in LA, and it's not what you think. It has like, it has nothing to do with what happened in the first Cloverfield.
Oh, so it's a sequel that's not a sequel?
Yeah, it's really
Oh.
weird.
Great.
It's the sequel of a sequel of a prequel of a sequel.
Well, we'll see how it works.
They're actually watching
I don't know if I
Cloverfield on
followed
I don't know
TV,
either.
and then something happens. They're just
So
watching
this
it.
is like Human Centipede
meta.
type of
Super meta movie.
because that's how the Human Centipede sequels work. Is in the Human Centipede 2, somebody watched the movie Human Centipede and was like, I want to do that, and then Human
Who the
Centipede,
fuck would ever say that?
but he did it with like 10 people, and then Human Centipede 3 was
30 people.
prison. No,
No, 100.
no, it was like 500 prisoners, and the warden was like, this would be great. It's,
Yeah, there's
so
a shot of the prison yard, and you just see this massive line of ass-to-mouth prisoners, like almost going in a
Why do people
swirly.
actually
Why do they still
fucking
call it a
watch
centipede?
this?
Why aren't they calling it a millipede? Like, you know,
I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
come
how about the fifth wave? Since we're talking about like alien movies,
It's your basic
You know,
insurgent divergence.
It's their fill-in for now that there's no Mockingbird, no
Right.
divert, you know, all this. So
It's
that's
your
their
next
next
book series,
Hunger
it's their
Games.
next
auto
book
trilogy.
series. It,
angsty female teenage
See
girl.
how- How's it
teenage
goes,
books
you know?
turned to movies.
yeah, it's starring the chick that was in
Chloe Grace Moretz
yeah,
from Hit Girl.
Hit Girl, which
Yep.
I loved her in that. I really did.
She was great.
I don't mind anything she's in. She does a
She'll
good job. in
probably be
anything.
great, but the movie itself looks
Yeah.
pretty dumb. So
It looks like every other alien invasion movie.
Robert, you've seen it? It's out already?
Yeah, it's out. It came out like last Friday.
Man, we suck.
We best drop this episode real quick.
And so, Robert, you liked it?
Was it? Can you say it's the best movie you've ever seen?
Well, all right. So the one person in the room who's seen it says it was good. So check it out. The trailer made it look terrible, but trailers don't seem to be doing movies any good these days at all. So, how about the Justice League Flash? Now, stupidly, DC is not using the TV show Flash. Because they've had 3 years to build all this fan rapport. Let's just cast somebody new and put him in the Justice League movie.
They've established in the Flash that there is a multiverse.
Yeah,
and it just pisses me off.
That's the whole Star Trek
now,
route
but
now.
It's the whole thing of they want to separate, unlike Marvel, where Marvel integrates movie characters into the show, and vice versa. DC is trying to separate that, where it's the DC cinematic universe compared to their television universe.
That's the Warner Brothers TV universe.
Another bad decision by the filmmakers of DC.
It's stupid.
Cool.
I haven't liked that since they announced it, but looking at this costume, it looks like he's got armor plates on him, and I think it looks like
That's
a red
Daredevil.
version of like the modular Batman,
It's
Dark Knight
all
Rises
based
kind of
off
thing.
of this Injustice universe.
I was just about to say that. It looks exactly like it.
Yeah, they did a toy line of that recently
video
or a
game and
while ago.
everything,
Yeah, where he looks, I don't know.
But I do have to give props to what's his name, who plays the Flash on WB.
Grant Gustin.
There was an article put out that he's all for the guy. He's
Oh,
giving
I'm
him,
sure they're paying him to be supportive of the Justice League movie.
Yeah,
I'm
that's true.
positive.
He
Whether
said
he
he's
is or
like,
not.
if they would have offered me, that'd be awesome. But best of luck to the new guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he has it good anyways on the TV show.
TV show's still great.
Oh, yeah.
I
it's pretty nice.
eat that show up like it's
See the
cake.
latest episode?
Well, we're gonna hang on to that. Table that for a second.
Okay,
We're gonna
okay.
talk about TV here in a second. A couple more quick movie things. There's a Kickstarter for a He-Man movie, and it's not necessarily a He-Man movie. It's actually called The Power of Grayskull.
Yeah,
The
it's
definitive.
the
All right,
documentary.
Before I
for
even
it.
get into this, can people? They just what? Robert, what's the name of that GI Joe book? The 3 3/4 inch collector guide to GI Joe and a history of the making of the toy. Like, it's the longest goddamn title. It's called 3 3/4 Joe, the Special Forces team that forged an American hero collection. Okay, we even talked about that Kickstarter on the podcast a couple months ago. This is Power of Grayskull, the definitive history of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Fucking shorten it up. Let's get it. But anyways,
For the Power of Grayskull.
they're
Just
making
do that.
but for what it is, they are actually making a pretty interesting looking documentary about the history of the toy line of He-Man. And Andrew cannot wait to go see that. And
Loincloth and all.
I've been waiting for a long time for this one. This one's been in the works for quite a while, if it's the same one I'm thinking of.
So as of this podcast, they have 34 days to go, and they are about $700 shy of their goal of $25,000. So it looks like it's going to
give them Andrew's phone number. Hurry.
Yeah.
Can you subscribe to it?
So we'll update you on that. But congrats to those guys, and we'll update you on how
Long
that
time
documentary turns out when that comes out. Last thing in movie news. That was it.
Yay.
Let's talk about TV, guys. Legends of Tomorrow.
I've seen the first episode.
The pilot dropped on Thursday.
Very
let's
promising.
say?
Yeah, it was Thursday.
What's your reactions? Let's
Very-
go around.
I haven't watched it yet.
I have
I
not
did,
watched
but-
it. I'm sorry.
I haven't watched it yet.
I have watched it. I
It's
will
a
not
fucking
spoil it.
fun carnival ride.
All right, so
That's
half
what
of us
it
have
is.
seen it. Robert or Gerald, you guys seen it? Nope. All right, so half of us have seen it. I'm gonna say, you guys, I recommend it.
Yeah, it's fun. They're laying a lot of foundation for it. It looks really great. I love the little nods, like calling the ship the Wave Rider. Not a spoiler. That's the name of the ship.
Even
And
with all those characters, it doesn't kind of.
What is that
That's
a nod
good.
to?
the character Wave Rider he was a
Oh, okay.
he was a time skipping DC character from
I like
Armageddon 2001.
that they're sort of their Rip Hunter or whatever his name is Rory from Doctor Who. He was the Time Lord's companion.
Yeah.
He's already spent a couple of seasons time traveling, and now he's like his own doctor, sort of. I thought it was kind of cool.
That's
It's like,
cool.
He showed up. I'm like, hey, I fucking love that guy, and I'm already used to seeing him time travel, so this is great.
I just love the premise of the show because they can go to the future with like Legion of Superheroes 1,000 years in the future if they wanted to. They can go. I think they're already talking Jonah Hex.
Yeah, this show has possibilities to do it right. And if they do it the right way and not throw and shove everything down the viewer's throat within the first season of this, it's going to be...
But they kind of did that with The Flash, with the making the multiverse and the time travel, but they did it right.
Yeah.
So if they can do that and do it right,
But
then
the thing is, you have this large cast of characters now, okay, for this show. Besides the turmoil that they're going to probably cause with each other because they got to learn how to get along.
There's bad guys on the team.
Fucking Captain Cold. I love those guys.
Yeah,
those are my favorite.
Heatwave is great.
And then, it's going back in time. Are they going to fuck something up, or they're going to have to go fix this from when they fucked it up already?
Right.
So if it's not too much of that, because you have viewers that are going to be fans of fucking Doctor Who and other time traveling shows, so they're going to already have this kind of, well, let me see how they're going to do it. And, so what I've seen so far, I really like, and I just hope that they have a good continuity going throughout the seasons.
So far, it's been a lot of fun. It's got the better feel to it that the Flash does, whereas the Arrow is kind of hard to stick with. But the Flash still really enjoying. Flash came back from its hiatus. Did you guys see the episode with the turtle?
Yeah.
Yes. Chief from Battlestar.
I saw like the first 3 episodes of Flash and Arrow, and I have to continue. I'm sorry.
You were way
turn
behind.
over your headsets. Put down the mic. You're out.
I will actually say it was kind of a weak episode. I didn't really care for it. I was expecting more for the first episode back from the season break.
Yeah.
It felt kind of weak for the Flash. And I'm really tired of the Flash making a new friend or falling in love with a new girl.
Hey, I'm the
and
Flash.
immediately
I'm
going
the Flash.
like, hey, I'm the Flash. Like, Jesus Christ. But this one, you'll see what happens as that turns out. So, but yeah, Flash kind of weak. Agent Carter, season 2.
Loved it.
I'm going to pin you guys down
No.
Clockwork Orange style in front of a TV.
Here's the thing on
she's
Agents
hot.
of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay.
Hell yeah, Haley Atwell's hot.
Haley Atwell, yeah, she's easy on the eyes.
Shut up, you nerds. With Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., unfortunately, when it aired back on TV, you had WB, you had all the DC specials, you had...
you're specifically talking about the day the new
the
episode
day it
premiered?
premiered, because the next day you had the lowest ratings for season 2 premiere for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and it's like not enough people gave it because all that
Agents
other
of
shit.
I said Agent Carter.
Oh, Carter.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
because I don't think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has come back
no,
yet.
that's not back yet. That's what, February?
No, I think it's later than that in March.
March? Okay.
Yeah, because
I'm
they're
sorry.
going to debut
Agent Carter.
closer to the next Captain
It was
America movie,
Agent
so
Carter.
they can tie in with that.
That's a show I actually watch with my wife. She likes it because it's that female heroine.
Mhm.
And,
She's a strong, kick-ass character, man. Just like Ray.
Oh, yeah,
Or
definitely.
Poe.
But, I liked the episode. I enjoyed it. It was something fresh, something new. They
moved her to
spoiler,
L.A.
It's L.A.
She
now.
sure
Not a
was
spoiler
fresh.
in the
Okay.
trailer.
She sure was.
But yeah, they
fresh.
moved her to L.A., so just new scenery. And the show real heavily,
so-
well, I'm not saying real heavily, but frequently is dealing with racism in the 1940s.
Oh, yeah.
As sort of a subtle backdrop to what some of the new characters are going through in this and their interactions with one another, which I'm fine with. That's fine. I was unexpected to have them have that.
It was kind of what?
Like, but that was the time. They're not going to just kind of whitewash it and so to speak. Not-
Also, sexism too, as well in the first.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was a
First
lot in
season
the first
especially.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I do like is showing with this new season how they've moved the office to L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're showing the expansion to hopefully what becomes
West Coast Avengers.
West Coast Avengers.
That was
and
my first thought too.
The Shield, Shield department, because that's where this came from. Shield came from this department, from
From the
The
LA
SSR.
office or from the New York office or just in general?
In general,
Just
the
in
Oh,
SSR.
yeah.
So
I thought we
now
all knew
that they're branching them out, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see that progression.
So we'll see. But I recommend it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And yeah, she's totally hot.
Yeah. So I was thinking that blob thing that they had in the
I thought that was
another portal
Yeah.
to that other universe.
It may
from
be,
Agents of
but they
S.H.I.E.L.D.
don't have the technology to realize what it is.
Yeah.
Bad news, sad news.
No.
Stephen Moffat, who is the showrunner, writer of Doctor Who, has announced that the next season that comes out in 2018, that there will be no Doctor Who in 2017. But the episodes that start airing in 2018 will be his last.
It's not no episodes for 2017. What it is, it's going to a web series for I believe.
What the hell is
Jared,
that about?
What was the name of the show? Yeah, it's almost like a Hogwarts situation.
Broadchurch?
Yeah, Broadchurch.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Broadchurch is a different show.
It's a different show, but he's the new guy.
Okay.
Well, anyways, so Stephen Moffat, who is written brilliantly on a lot of, and I think he did some of the Sherlock Holmes stuff.
Yeah, as long as he stays on Sherlock, then I'm good with that.
But yeah, some of great Doctor Who episodes are all written by Stephen Moffat, and he will be leaving after doing it for 10 years.
And he will be missed.
So yeah, and Chris Chibnall, if I'm saying that right, will become the new showrunner for the 11th season.
Cross your fingers, Chris.
So we'll see how that turns out, and that's it.
Big shoes to fill.
Oh, and then this is announced, but there's no information, but I want your guys' reaction. Matt Groening, you know who that is?
Yes.
You should.
Simpsons
or
yeah,
you're
creator.
out of the club.
Yeah.
Is teaming up with Netflix for a new animated series.
I heard about that.
I'm very interested. I want to see what comes out of this.
Can I add something to the TV?
Yeah.
Has anybody seen the Shannara Chronicles by any chance?
What is that?
It's on MTV. It's
That's
kind of
on
like
MTV,
Oh,
yeah, it's kind of like a Lord of the Ring, Game of Thrones kind of thing. It's really fun. Like
Post-apocalyptic,
mhm.
And so, like, each week they kick, like, an orc out of the house, or how does that work?
And they have to walk 10
Tia
miles.
Tequila shows up, gets drunk, takes her clothes off.
Right, and then, like, a wizard has to does, like, a rose ceremony at the end or something like that,
And
right?
then there's the naked lady who has to walk around going, shame!
But that's a scripted, like, science fiction show
Yeah,
on
apparently
MTV?
it's dynamite, and I'm
Yeah.
surprised we're not talking
Yeah,
about
MTV.
it.
Well, it hasn't crossed my radar. What's it called?
It's a
The
Shannara,
Shannara Chronicles.
Shannara Chronicles.
Yeah.
What'd you call it?
My mommy likes it.
Oh, your mom likes it.
My mom watches
It's
it.
pretty
and loves
good.
It.
We'll get her on the
You know what?
podcast to review
To be
it.
honest, by the way, on the TV stuff, did you guys end up probably catching the crap? I always forget that damn name. Shut up.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the Golden
What
Globes
episode is
while
this?
Miguel is thinking.
First time Leonardo's gonna win, nobody's gonna go.
No, with the Golden Globes,
Black Oscars matter.
the girl from
Oh,
the
for
Crazy
Oscars.
Ex-Girlfriend won for Best Actress and deserves it 'cause that show is amazing. It's musical, it's musical comedy, but it's very funny and really well written, and also hot. So that's going in her favor too.
And The Martian's a comedy, apparently. So
That was so fucking
Jesus.
stupid.
Yeah.
Jesus
was
Christ!
so
Like, come
dumb.
on, come on. Just
We're not going to win in the drama category, so we'll just wedge ourselves into
let's throw
comedy
us wherever
category.
we can win.
We had
which
a
is
couple of
bullshit.
jokes.
Seems unfair to comedy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you remember what you were thinking of?
No.
All right, so we'll move on.
But I do have one thing to say. This weekend.
here we go.
Oh, shut up. This weekend, when I was doing posts on Facebook and everything, I had put up a post about the Daphne versus Velma. Which one would you choose, right?
Yes.
Apparently, we do have our female listeners following us.
I saw that. They carried on a
Nice.
lengthy
I wanted-
conversation
yeah.
because you know how women don't stop
I
talking.
wanted to do a shout out to Don.
Wait, are they
Don-
still listening?
Hopefully.
Not anymore.
They're gone.
Shout out to Don M. Finley and Carol Renee.
What's up, Don and Carol?
Shout out,
Ladies.
So, you
What
guys
are you
have been
doing?
mentioned.
What's
Spread
up,
the
ladies?
word.
All right.
Giggity, giggity.
Actually had a conversation with them off the site,
Uh-oh.
and it was talking. I asked them, if
You're
there was
married.
any stuff that they want to see us talk about that pertain more female, this, that. They like.
Hey,
it.
we're
They're
already
loving it.
tackling the tough feminist
Oh, yeah.
issues with
Ray.
the lack
Ray
of
and
Ray
Poe.
and
Ray
how
and
hot
Poe.
Agent
we
Carter
here at
is.
Nerds with attitude.
We are finally
are
tuned into
soft
what the
when it
women
comes
want.
To the women's needs.
Yes.
We're all married nerds.
So let's blow through these last couple topics.
Gio's like, wait a minute, not me.
All right.
Oh, him and Ruben? No.
All right.
I'm married. Ruben's married?
Oh, okay.
all right. So
No, I meant together.
what?
Oh, okay.
We got
Moving
some
on.
comic book news.
What just happened?
Fantastic Four. They apparently their movie was so bad that they canceled their comic book even.
Forever.
And that makes
Until the next
somebody in the
reboot.
back, Robert's happy. Yeah, they're apparently just going to be like, you know
Not
what?
so
We're just going to go
fantastic.
right off into the sunset and
No, well, they'll
focus on
forget about it.
science. And so that comic is going away temporarily because all comics come back.
Yeah, no, nothing ever stays gone.
I think they're going to
Exactly. Which
They're going to
means-
write them off, and then they're just going to like relaunch the comic where all four characters are Michael B. Jordan, and then they'll all come back. And Poe Dameron, the chick
getting
from
his
Star
own
Wars,
comic.
You
He's
son of a...
There is a lot of
he's dreamy.
Poe Finn stuff online.
Oh,
my
Jesus.
God.
Men are all right. Look, we're a group full of men.
We
right.
hug.
We're a room full of men. Men are allowed to hug. God damn it! And it's not
by the way,
like a gay bromance.
That was nothing. That was nothing at all.
They were happy to see each other.
Yeah, that was, dude, you're not dead. All right, cool.
Nice jacket.
It looks great on you. Keep it.
Yeah.
Looks better on you.
Now,
Now,
had
if
he
he smacked his
continued,
ass, then it'd be
yeah, I would say if he continued into, do you want to get
Hey, that's like a
a
baseball
tongue
player,
kiss.
man.
your jacket looks good? You want to get into my pants as well? Then that might have gone into the gay bromance. But so Poe Dameron is getting his own comic book.
Fuck yeah.
So that should be interesting.
Who's that drawn by? Is that Phil Noto?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
Great
Great artist. Great artist.
It comes in April.
Okay.
Lucky comic. Okay.
Yeah. No. I'm trying to scan the information on here. I'm not seeing who the artist.
I
on
was
that
trying
is.
to fill some
Phil
space.
Noto.
Yeah, Phil Noto. He drew the Black Widow comic recently.
And-
Okay.
He's fantastic.
He's also done Lando, Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Chewbacca.
And he was the best part of Chewbacca. That comic was just dumb.
Is it?
It's
Is
just,
any of it in English? It's just a bunch of R's.
Yeah.
Seriously, how would you?
Well, you guys remember the Christmas special?
Oh.
Kind of something like that.
Okay.
All right, but since it's about Poe, but you're also going to see his family in the comic book, so it'll
they made an
expand on him as a
appearance in,
character.
Shattered Empire.
Oh yeah, the road
Correct.
to the
Yeah.
yes, they talked about it. Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
No, not Poe Dameron, but his father
Yeah.
and his mom.
Yeah, his father was one of the soldiers on Endor, and his mother was an A-wing pilot at the Battle of the Second Death Star.
Ooh.
It's Year of the Women.
Well,
man.
Shattered
Everything about
Empire
women.
came out last year, so
Those are really cool
you can
comics.
Probably pick up a
I
trade
enjoyed
on
those.
that.
Yes.
Also, in comic book news, Steve Rogers is coming back as Captain America.
Yay!
So classic Steve, which I think that's racist that he's taking. A black man can't be Captain America.
Well, they already had a
Get
strong
my
character in
shoe.
Falcon, and
Yeah.
then they took him and made him Captain America. That's cool, but it's like, okay, well, where's Falcon? I like Falcon. So-
It's their formula that they do. You take them away, you fill them with another strong character,
Ew.
and then you find that way to bring them back
Well,
and transition.
in 2014, they
like when Bucky was Captain.
yeah, exactly.
in 2014 they rendered his super soldier serum inert.
Yes.
You went
Which
old.
basically just left him as a super old man. But I guess they're going to rejuvenate him and bring him back.
It was
so.
a really well done comic too.
But this doesn't mean that the current Captain America, Sam Wilson, is stepping down. As they're probably going to be two Captain Americas in this universe.
Yeah, I saw that where they were both side by side. That's weird because Sam has the round shield now. Steve's got the
Like the
Yeah,
pointy
he got
shield.
that classic look from,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and they've also updated Cap's costume where it looks more like it should appear in a movie.
Yeah.
And less comic book.
Yeah.
Doesn't look so much spandex. Looks like like that leather
Kinda,
and
yeah.
composite material stuff. So
A little bit armor on there.
we'll see how that goes. But they got the issue number 1 cover, and Agent Carter's on there, and Bucky's in the background, and they're all running from the White House because I think they flooded the toilet and they're trying to
Trump's
get away
after
or something. Yeah, Trump's inside. You can see him in the window waving.
Why do you think he had to come back?
Let's see what else. I want to give a shout out real quick to an artist that we've been following. I found him on Instagram. His name is Christopher Hemsworth.
Not that Chris Hemsworth.
Not that Chris Hemsworth.
But
Unfortunately.
actually, I think this Chris Hemsworth is better than the one that plays Thor, because he is doing drawing a day for the entire year of every day is G.I. Joe, and he's doing them in chronological order.
Yeah,
They're
and
fantastic.
some of the ones you sent, they're really, really good.
So there's going to be a link up to his Instagram and his website. He's got prints for sale. He does a lot of other stuff other than G.I. Joe, but I'm particularly fond of the G.I. Joe stuff, and the art is great.
Okay.
And it's a new one every single day, and I just can't wait to get up in the morning and see what he's drawn.
I was looking through his archives, and man, he's got some great artwork.
Yeah.
I think I saw like a Storm Shadow versus Snake Eyes, and he actually had swords that were coming off the canvas.
Oh, okay.
It's rad.
Yeah, no, he'll sometimes post photos of his prints that people have bought and framed and hung up to show how they're being displayed in people's homes and stuff. But really good artist, really big shout out to that guy. So keep up the good work. It'll be an awesome year. Bearded Shirts, Legion of Superheroes.
This one I put on there. Guys.
Yes, tell me about that.
I'm an old school. Green Lantern and Legion of Superheroes are my two favorite DC comics of all time. And Legion of Superheroes have really gotten the shaft over the last, I want to say, 5-10 years, and it used to outsell X-Men back in the 80s. It was that big of a comic.
Okay.
And these guys, Bearded Shirts, they've decided to start these fan-made T-shirts with all the Legion of Superheroes characters. Their emblems on the shirts and stuff.
So what are some of these?
Let's see. That first one we got there is Ultraboy. I can't see it from there. Hey, you hold that?
Oh, there it is.
Just dropped his phone at his dick.
Bearded Shirts. It's actually the website. It's beardedshirts.com.
Yeah, beardedshirts.com. The first one is Ultraboy. He's kind of like a Superman type of character.
Okay, it looks like a green bird kind of thing.
That's exactly it. It's an emerald dragon.
Okay, and then what's this white wolf head?
Green
Timberwolf.
Okay.
And then we've got Wildfire.
Okay.
And those are not
unrelated. It's a bear wearing a cape.
That's Starboy.
Okay.
Keep going. We've got Sunboy and Element Lad and Saturn Girl, Polar Boy. They've done
interesting looking logos and some dumb sounding superheroes.
Absolutely. And in the 90s, they did a reboot.
Just the fact with an old gray-haired, bearded, bald guy
Yeah, it's
in
insulting.
a Brainiac purple.
Yeah, all their models are manly men with beards.
As a gray-haired,
I feel like a lumberjack right now.
Bald guy, formerly.
So anyway, I just want to give them a shout out because they're doing the Lord's work there.
Well, good for them.
Hopefully, DC Comics will pay some attention and see that people are actually wanting more Legion of Superheroes, and maybe we'll see some in the Legends of Tomorrow show.
All right. We got a couple minutes to kill here. That's the rest of our news, and then we're going to have. We haven't done this since the beginning. We're going to do a fan quiz again.
And then we're all going to get drunk.
For the fabulous No Prize. And Robert's taking a picture, so I'm going to throw up the devil horns. What's up? You guys all listen to the dead air while we're taking a picture. What's up?
Whoever wins takes a coffee.
So now when you see that picture posted, you'll know it was from the middle of this recording. So Nerdist, which is a great news source for everything that's in our wheelhouse, put up a list of the top 10 playsets from your childhood.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to run through the list to see what your guys' feedback was on this and which ones you might have had. So first on the list was the original, the real Ghostbusters Firehouse. You guys remember? It was
never had it.
I remember it.
But I loved it so. I remember
3 stories.
Yeah, 3 stories.
You could the ambulance could pull through the doors and park inside. It had the big fire pole that slid down.
Mm-hmm.
No one had that.
No,
I personally, I had friends that had it.
I had
was so jealous.
that particular ambulance. I picked up at a yard sale, but that was probably as a young adult. I had that.
That's Ecto 1. Excuse me, ambulance.
And it's a hearse, not an ambulance.
No, it's an ambulance.
What
It is
year
an
did it
ambulance,
come
not
out?
a hearse.
Really?
Yeah, it's a hearse.
What year did it come out?
No, because in the
It's a hearse,
60s and 70s, ambulances used the same.
Ambulance. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they used the same cars as hearses.
Right.
They just
But
weren't
it's an
black and
ambulance.
the people were still alive.
We're 50-50.
What year did it come out in?
Oh, what year?
Yeah.
You got to
That
ask
was
me
probably
trivia on
87,
stuff.
I wasn't even my dad's testicles at that time.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for that.
You were just a spirit in his balls.
Spirit balls. I think that was one of
That
his,
was that drunken
characters.
twinkle.
Well,
in your
Legion of
eye.
Superheroes. Yeah, Spirit Balls.
Next was the Ewok. More Star Wars toys, as always, was the Ewok Family Hut.
Nope.
Which now this was
Never had 'em.
the
Can I
cartoon
make
series
Ewok.
Ewok.
Can I make an observation here?
Yes.
The children's hair
Uh-huh.
matches the hut.
It does.
Seriously.
It's a bowl
They
haircut.
do. They have
Bowl
that
haircut on the tree, which
that
is
straw hut roof matches the kid's hair. They could just put the Ewok
Put
up
the
in,
Ewoks
behind the
in their
dude's ear, and yeah, your head is a toy. This is a serial killer toy, right? Because it taught you to take heads. Mighty Max Skull Mountain.
I had that.
Yeah, what was it?
It was just like the Micro Machine sized vehicles. It was tiny, tiny little figures
I remember
that
that.
just folded like with the leg at the waist.
Choking hazards. Got it.
It would be like a soda can, you pop it open, and for Mighty Max, his thing was all horror stuff. So you would just like it.
Yeah,
open
it's a
up
pretty
with the
scary
little
mountain.
pillars.
It's all like red and like skull mouth. It's
Eyeballs.
the
Polly
eyeball
Pockets
thing.
for
Yeah.
boys.
Well, it's called Skull Mountain, but yeah, it's a pretty scary looking Skull Mountain.
But the only problem is with that toy, you only got Mighty Max himself, and then whatever creature. But there were 4
It was
or 5
Polly Pocket
other
for
people.
boys.
Yeah, Polly.
Yeah.
There were
Oh,
4
okay.
or 5 other characters, but they never put them in there. So you'd have like 15 or 16 little Mighty Maxes. So it didn't matter if you you lost one because you had another one lined up.
So they were like the Storm Shadow Duke
Pretty much.
of the day. Next down the list is the Batcave Command Center. This is from like '89, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's
I had that one.
Nope.
That looks like
I had
Batman
it.
Returns.
I remember.
Yeah, probably Batman Returns.
Yeah.
So
I was already out of high school.
92.
91.
I
yeah.
couldn't collect toys back
And
then.
it's, you
He
got
was too busy
you
with
got the
his
car
girls.
in there, and you
Right.
got stately Wayne Manor on the front. These pop up every once in a while, in like GI Joe, like customizers. We'll pick one up. And
Those are pretty cool.
Now,
and
was that
paint
the old gold and black packaging look, or?
Nope.
It's got the Batman Returns white
I don't
and
know, look
black
on your phone.
bat
Oh,
logo.
okay.
the links on the
Scott
notes.
broke my phone by dropping it on
Dripping
my
his
dick.
dick.
How about this one? I know I never had this one, but I know a lot of
I
friends
had
that have
this.
one. Nope.
I had
Castle
Castle
Grayskull.
Thank you, Mom.
Never had that.
Nope.
It was awesome.
I had a couple He-Man figures as a kid, but it was the kid across the street from me that had the Grayskull.
That
He
always
had
happened.
that weird pit that you had the sock puppet
pit.
monster thing,
Slime
and,
pit.
and he had the Grayskull, and they were always a lot of fun to play with. So
Yeah, that was like one of those big Christmas gifts that I got.
Mm-hmm.
Still have this one. I still have this.
And
in
then
the
next one
garage.
is the original Turtles sewer playset.
Yep.
I had that.
Nope.
That was fun.
That was
Which
a
has
lot
got
of
like a pipe escape hatch coming off the
You
side.
could drop the
and
slime down.
ooze
it.
goes down
Yeah,
through
it
the
was fun.
sewer
Top.
grate. Yeah. How about this one?
I
G.I.
don't know
Joe
anybody who
flag.
has this. I don't think anybody.
Finally,
I had
one I
it.
have.
No.
Besides the actual one I have now, I did have one back when I was what, 86, 87.
That was the toy the rich kids had.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what? That was my one gift for the year.
Yeah.
My dad actually had bought this, got it for Christmas, and
I'm taking a selfie right now while
With
we're
the
recording of Miguel's flag behind me while we're recording.
okay. And so what he did, since it wasn't water worthy, we had it in the backyard, and he put it on plywood and attached coaster wheels to it, so I could just drag this
Drag
thing
it
around. It was awesome, dude. My backyard back in the day was like half the size of a football field, so I'm just dragging this thing around, having friends come in with the Sky Strikers. It was just totally awesome back then
That's
to do
awesome.
that.
I have it now, but I would have done anything to have that thing as a kid.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know anyone growing up that
No,
had
I
it.
didn't either.
Not one kid in my neighborhood that
I had a
collected G.I. Joe.
Terradrome, and that was
I
great.
did too.
Yeah.
That
was
that
badass.
was a pinnacle one too.
Yeah.
You know that Terradrome sold for $60 originally?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The aircraft carrier was 7.5 feet long. And I call bullshit on this list that it's not number one.
I agree.
The Thundercats, Cat's Lair. And it's electronic. It makes noises.
Never had that one.
Never have it, but have it now.
Yep, I didn't have it either. I had tons of Thundercats, but never had that. That was
I've never.
Ruben,
owned a
how is it
Thundercat.
as a playset?
It's very cool.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the electronics that it does?
What's the eyes? They light up.
the eyes lit up. And
Does
the
it- does
chest,
it-
I think the circle light up too,
Yeah.
didn't it?
I think Ruben said like 4 words this whole podcast.
At least
so-
he wasn't asleep like last time.
All you hear is snoring.
Did it have sound effects or anything like that?
It does make a noise.
Okay.
You know,
That's
what
a
I
weird
what I think
addition.
about this list and the toys and everything, everybody said, no, I didn't have it, didn't have this, but I had this. Back then, you would get the big play sets if it was like a godsend day, like, it was.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, you were just getting the figures and this and that. So you had the figures. Your
Like
buddy had the play
Christmas
set.
or birthdays.
You would just go back and forth and, I'll bring all my figures over here or I'll,
Right.
Oh, there were
that
many
was the way to
times
do
you
that.
run across the street with an armload of stuff or a big cardboard box with all my stuff.
Because,
and play with the
even
kid
back
across the
then,
street.
your parents were, that's too expensive.
Right.
Well,
For
it was.
for back then in the 80s. So,
Yeah. Down the list, as we're wrapping this up, is the Turtles Technodrome, often confused on eBay with the G.I. Joe Terrordrome.
Terrordrome.
never had it.
I never had it either. It's just a big rolling. It's like the Jawa met the Death Star. The Sandcrawler met the Death Star.
With an
Cursor
eyeball
to
on top.
BB-8.
Yeah. This is where BB-8s are made.
With a big eyeball on the on top.
Is that it?
That's
That's
it.
it.
Seriously?
That's
Yeah.
it.
There's a bunch of others that they included the Swamp Thing playset. I don't even remember that. Does anybody play with Swamp Thing stuff?
No.
Now, it looks like a nice little diorama piece, though.
For a minute,
Yeah,
I thought
no
it was
kidding.
the He-Man one for
Oh, like the slime
the
pit?
Scare Zone. What was it called? Scare Zone
I don't
for
know.
Hordak. It had a tree and it had
I don't
a
remember.
puppet glove. I have it now.
Oh, wow.
the Fright Zone. It's called the Fright Zone.
Was
I
it
remember
Fright
the
Right,
name.
yeah, Fright
Yeah.
Zone.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember.
For a
that.
minute, I
remember
thought
the
it was
slime
that,
thing
but
where you dump
it
the slime on him and it covers him. He's like trapped on this little platform, and there's a slime area. You jump slime down, it just drools down.
A lot of slime in toys in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
So.
My mom would not have that. Not at all. There is no slime in our house.
Can I get in the carpet?
Yes. And now my mom is making slime. For
Creepy crawlies?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
It's what's
fun.
cornstarch and
No,
something.
there's
or-
some borax
Borax
and water
and,
and glue.
We did
Elmer's
that for
glue.
Brennan's birthday one year.
Elmer's glue, borax, and water. And some
Awesome.
food coloring.
All right, so that about wraps up this episode of Nerds with Attitude. Before we go, we're gonna do the fan quiz again, and there are 2 ways to win.
It's a fan quiz, Gio.
All right,
back
so
off.
Fan quiz.
We're looking for your interaction with us on both Facebook and Instagram because that's the 2 places that we are the most active. So the question, all right, what is She-Ra's alter ego? What's She-Ra's alter ego's name? So the first person on Facebook to post on our Facebook page the answer to that will win the no prize. And the bonus is the first person that may own the toy of the She-Ra's alter ego.
Snap a picture, send it to
and
us.
puts a picture on Instagram and tags us in it will win a no prize. So anybody that's got those, go for that. For now, I have been Kevin.
I'm Brian.
Geo.
Ruben.
Scott.
Really?
Migs.
Who totally spaced out at the very...
let's redo that.
You're not in here anymore.
It's his birthday.
Damn it.
It's my birthday. I don't have to pay
It's your
attention to
birthday.
dick shit.
It's because
All right.
I broke his dick.
So, no, we're
Yes,
not...
Broke his
it's true.
dick.
All
Happy
right.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Migs
Happy
is going to
birthday.
keep it drunky. The rest of you keep it nerdy.
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of Warvan, you shall be avenged.